Okay, I'm parking at White's. To let everybody know and let everybody see that the cops around here, they will fucking screw with you. I'm serious. You know, they do that all the time, and they say, "Oh, well, it's common sense law enforcement." Well, I've been doing my research on Kingman, Kansas. Zip code is 67068. Well, you have a few cops that are doing things that they shouldn't be doing. For example, a few days ago, I came up here to White's as well that day, and was sitting here minding my own business, was about ready to get some, I think some corn dogs or something. I think it was corn dogs, and got ready to get back in my car, and they have Whites to disable their security cameras temporarily so that they can come talk to me all the time. So there's a conflict of interest when it comes to the cops here. The the whole thing about the City of Kingman Police Department and the Sheriff's Department, they don't really like outsiders at all. They will sit here and bug you and all of that, you know, and this person named Jamie that works up here, she's currently out here. She just walked out. The one in the blue shirt and black hat. She just walked out here. And I believe she's an informant for the police department. Simply because I witnessed her talking to a police officer that is the owner of a pizza joint here in town. And that pizza joint is Houdini's Pizza, right down the street from where I live. They bought it. They bought that pizza joint no more than 2 years ago. I'm going to say, because the original owners were nice people. And I think that they actually got tired of being, harassed by the cops, especially on Tavares, which is the one that bought it, because they wanted to have a place for all their local jackboot thug pigs to go to eat lunch. So that's exactly what they did. Because according to another restaurant owner here, he's a great guy, by the way. The restaurant owner that I'm talking about is a great guy. I'm not gonna say anything bad about him because he's helped me out a few times when I'm about to get paid, and I have to sit and wait and wait and wait to get paid so I can get food for me my fiance, and they really are very inappropriate. If you get my drift, okay, because if you get what I'm saying is they have a tendency to sit and talk to someone about doing something, and it's not really kosher, I guess you could say, because of the way that they talk to themselves. They think that they're just having a conversation, but they're not. If you're on duty and you're in a grocery store and you're not shopping for something for yourself or your family or ownership, the only other reason why you should be the ownership of your restaurant or whatever, or a restaurant, it's not kosher for the cops to be here unless they're being called here. Okay? They come by here all the time. All the time. And I haven't seen one, today, but when the police officer passed by when I was pulling out, and I said, hey, here's a police officer, or in case you didn't notice, that was a police officer. At the beginning of this last video, it was because they were probably just leaving White's or in the vicinity of White's, because White's used to be the old Greyhound bus station. Well, notice I said used to be, because nobody is going to get off a bus here in Kingman. The reason why is because I have done my research, and the reason why Greyhound themselves took the bus station out of Kingman and stopped having anything to do with White's to be the bus station here in Kingman is because everybody that was booking a ride through Greyhound or anybody else whatever bus station it was or whatever bus company it was getting the clients were getting harassed by the police and arrested. Well, I found out that there is some actual truth behind that. Because they literally would stop people from getting off the bus. Would literally, not only stop people from getting off the bus, they would literally stand here and watch people shop. This is what I was informed of from the bus place themselves and from several people that have actually told me over since I've been here. We are currently trying to sell our house, and the county is trying to take it from us for back property taxes, because they raise the property taxes every single year on our house. Every single year. And they said it won't affect your property taxes if you put up a fence or whatever. It's a bullshit lie. Okay? I'm going to tell you now, that's a bullshit lie. Because if you do anything to your property, anything at all, like for example, you put up a privacy fence all the way around your backyard here in Kingman, okay, my property taxes went from like $700 a month to around 900 or $700 a year. I mean, sorry, to around $910 a year. Okay, that's completely weird. They're charging you extra taxes and all of that for something that doesn't even apply to the property tax deal. Okay, so they're telling you that it doesn't add to the value of the property when it actually does. Um, and it also gives it more curb appeal. When you have a privacy fence no more than 2 feet from a sidewalk, yeah, I said it, no more than 2 feet from a sidewalk, because yeah, 2 feet, okay, less than 2 feet from a sidewalk. I had from the sidewalk on Sheraton, I had to put up a privacy fence all the way around my backyard so that the cops would not harass my uh, grandchildren, or basically step grandchildren that I helped raise. They harassed uh, my fiance's daughters, both of them. They harassed their spouses, no matter who it was. Um, and tried to get my grandson, well, might as well call him my grandson because I've been there since he was born. They tried to call my or get my grandson to come out of their yard with him up the street, and he ran off because of a police officer, and the family was trying to catch him, and I didn't know anything about it. All I was doing was driving in my truck going north, and I would have to pass Houdini's Pizza in order to go to where I was going. I had to go to Walmart or to an appointment that day. I can't remember. But they chased him, and he was running. And the little boy was only like 3 or 4 when it happened. And now he's like 7. Um, and he's kind of scared to come back to Kingman. Excuse me. He's kind of scared to come back to Kingman. So we have to go and meet the boy in Wichita with his dad. So that way we can tell him, hey, we're safe, he's safe, his daddy's safe, and the thing is here in Kingman, Kansas, zip code 67068, is they think that the people here, some of the people here in Kansas, or in Kingman, Kansas, think that it's okay for the cops to do what they do, but it's actually not. Simply because they like to do what they want to do, and they think that it's funny and all of that. But yet, I don't know what else to think about this place. I mean, in my opinion, it's not a. There shouldn't be any civilization in this town. That's my opinion, personally and professionally, because I have been harassed, I've been stalked, I've been arrested here, and I've never had a criminal record. The cops broke into our house supposedly because my brother stabbed a guy. Now, if there's any truth behind that,